Hello, welcome to Emerald Lake. It's me, Raven. I may or may not have gotten just like a little bit sidetracked and distracted because I was playing with expressions on my model. What? Watch this, okay? I can do eyebrow bounces. I just have to go slow, okay? She doesn't do eyebrow bounces very well, but she does do them. You can do eyebrow bounce. Wiggly eyebrows. Sorry. We just have a silly little time. Okay. Well, hi everybody. Hi. Um, we're gonna be reading folktales today. It's been a while since we went back to the folktale and the fairy tale collection stuff because we've been reading W.P. Kinsella and we will be reading more of him again eventually. But I wanted to get back to that and get ourselves on a track to catch up to a whole new genre of stuffs. But we still have one more book in the Native American folktale, and so we're going to start that book. It's called the Indian Fairy Book, and so that's what we'll be starting to read today. And we'll be reading tomorrow and the next day as well in the late streams. That's what the plan is. SCPs in the afternoon stream and these in the late ones for this little stream days. And next week maybe we'll completely reset, or maybe it'll be the same, SCP and folktale split. But we'll see. And I'm excited to read these. It looks like this book is genuine and kind. It's not. I did my checkings after that. The one about the Inuit stories. I was like, let's double check if these people's is really bad, and I did a few lookings. It was kind of funny. I looked for reviews on Amazon, and there was somebody that had an East Indian profile photo and that's is only relevant for the comment, and they had a thing, and they're like, yeah, it's good to learn English. Don't like it because of whatever thing. I like it because it's about India. And I'm like, oh, honey, no. No, it's not. This is very clearly someone that just got paid to write a review. Because, no. But they gave it 5 stars. There was also a comment that was very mean that was like, there's no point in reading stories like this. And it's like, okay, go eat a porcupine. I don't chew thorns, asshole, but okay. It is what it is. We got one that was pointlessly with and one that was pointlessly against. Whatever. But I'm excited. I think you guys can understand why and how I appreciate these stories, and I hope that you appreciate them. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It was written a long time ago, longer ago than the last book. This is something. I think this is gonna feel a fair deal like our fairy tale books, because this one was published in 1869. Nice. So it's very old, and some of our fairy tale books that we read from before, their publishings were 1800s as well, though they would have been, collected, and the first editions or versions would have been maybe even older, but those publishings were yeah. But anyway, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And I hope everyone's having a good time. I see there's just little dancies. Everybody just has little dancies in the chat for us. But today, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Boop, boop. Oh, come on. No, not that. my voice doesn't sound quite as worn out. That's good. I appreciate that for us. Okay, yes. The first story in the group is called The Celestial Sisters. And did I spell that right? I probably should have copy-pasted. But I think it's good. Boop. Oh yes, and we have our frogs with us because it should be cozy good times. But I know there's going to be at least one spooky story somewhere in this book because it has an interesting name that I know will be alluding to spooky story time. So I'm curious if there will be more than just the one. And if that happens, then I might have to send the frogs away. But we'll see. Okay, the Celestial Sisters. Boop-a-doop. And remember, you can send in your triggers, or redeems, and I'll get to them in between the stories. Oh yes, and I hydrated when I saw this, but I hadn't started yet, so I'll hydrate again. Thank you, Josh, for that. Okay. And I'm not sure exactly where. This was what I was trying to find when I was looking things up. I don't know exactly where these stories are from, and based on how old it is, it's probably some amalgamation mixed about from different tribes, different nations. So I don't know exactly where these stories are from, but yeah. And I'm probably going to mispronounce various things. Amazon comments can be so odd. I remember one where a lady was freaking out about how she wanted to return a $15 coffee maker because the filter holder sat up slightly when there was no coffee in it. It was fine with coffee in, though. What in the shit? People are so weird. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in some sort of threat or anything like that. I don't want you to misunderstand, but the wrong Amazon is burning. You know? Okay. All right, the Celestial Sisters. Here we go. Waupi, or the White Hawk, lived in a remote part of the forest where animals abounded. Every day he returned from the chase with a large spoil, for he was one of the most skillful and lucky hunters of his tribe. His form was like the cedar. The fire of youth beamed from his eye. There was no forest too gloomy for him to penetrate, and no track made by bird or beast of any kind which he could not readily follow. That's a good way to put it. Thank you, Rabbit Imperial Guard. I appreciate the support. Okay. One day he had gone beyond any point which he had ever before visited. He traveled through an open wood which enabled him to see a great distance. At length he beheld a light breaking through the foliage of the distant trees, which made him sure that he was on the borders of a prairie. Sorry. It was a wide plain covered with long blue grass and enameled with flowers of 1,000 lovely tints. Pretty. Why am I unfortunately imagining the Twilight, prairie, where she's in the sparkly with the flowers. Stop it. Why did my brain bring that up? Oh, Ion Bear. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, I'm back. And I swear, don't give me one. Oh, for the rolls and stuff. Doge 10 out of 10. Doge is 10 out of 10. Hi. Okay. Welcome in, you guys. Good to see you. Tarova. Scooby Bobby, you got a nat 1 last. And now you've got a nat 20. Holy freak. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Tarova at 12. Okay. You got 19 more last time. What I love is that you critically failed and then you critically succeeded. You are the extremes, and I like that. That's very fun. Very entertaining. It's giving Frank Pence post. It's so fun. Literally got to 12 the last time you rolled. Oh wow. You hope I hope so too. I hope the bot gives you the goods. 48. Well, that's not it. Is it better than it was last time? I know last time it wasn't very good, but darn. I managed to eliminate the sorcerer, but I take 2d4 damage and trip over a stick. Yeah, darn. Oh. 72% Riz. Hey! It's up a little bit from last time. That's pretty good. But you're right in around the fun number. Look at you, Scooby. You did pretty good. You did pretty good. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Drove off 4. Oh, darn. Sorry. I'm doing good, Divod. Obviously, we are interrupting for a minute for people to do all their commands and saying hellos. So that's good. It's Riz with a Z. Riz? Him? There you go. 85. It works. And Divod, 68. Nice. Almost noise. We had someone get 69 last stream. So it was fun. 98% love. Hey, Turt, look at that. 98. Heckin' yeah. Heckin' yeah. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Oh. And that's what that's what karma is, folks. You get excessive good and you need to be brought down to earth with some excessive not good. But alright, and then the Riz was pretty mid. It's pretty good. I like it. It's balanced. Don't walk out because your life is balanced. That's good, Turd. That's good. What goes up must come down. You have been gifted with the ability to come down quickly instead of having it loom over you. Mids. 15. Pretty good, rabbit. I'll do the posture and stretch and hydrate here. I'll do that. Boop, boop, boop. Hydrate. Posture. Stretch. Okay. Oh, you wanted a 1? Oh, hey. I Am Bear got a 7. Those look very similar sometimes. Okay. You cry? Oh. Don't cry. Oh, I popped my back. That was good. Okay. Yes, big cooldown, sorry. Big cooldown. Okay. Alright. If we have said our hellos. Oh, there's Gage. Hi, hi, hi. You pop out from lurking to give love. I like it. It's perfect. Ooh, 85 for Rabbit. Nice. Damn. If we're just about done all our commands and stuff, you wanted a 1 again? Maybe one of these you'll get a 1. Try love. It's kind of the worst one to get a 1 on, but okay. Why'd you got bonk cage? What the heck, Turt? Join the bonk side? How dare? Don't bonk yourself, Ion. That's ow. No. And then Rapid. Is the bot not cooperating or is the bot just slow? I can't tell. It's been slow recently. Man, is it me or does it seem like Raven's a bit mad? What? Why do you think I'm mad? It's love bonks. You know this. I do know you guys tend to use the love bonks, but it's just everybody's joining the bonk side. Everybody's being that way. I do see. It's good morning for you. You bonk me. Looks like you're on a cooldown though, so na boo boo, you can't bonk me. We'll pretend it worked. Oh no. Okay. Alright. I think I will pick up with the story in a second. You guys are so funny. Oh goodness, and I see we've already got a good little redeems pin. I redeem the rage puffing this way, so you see mad. Oh, yes. Now I see. It looks like I'm about to be mad in about one story. One story and 3 other redeems. Okay. Alright. Time to distract till 4 hours again. Oh noes. Oh noes. Okay, will it work now up here? I wonder. Ah, my tooth. I am drinking a Dr. Pepper, and as I put it to my face, it bonked my tooth. That's what that sound was. No, I will not make it a redeem, cause ow. Chomp. Yeah. I guess it doesn't love me. Woo. Hey, you wanted a bad number, so I guess ignoring you instead of giving you love works. Bonk at tooth. Ah, I think there is a fly, like a little fruit fly in here. Is it just me or are the frogs multiplying? No, that's all the dudes. Let's go through the names again. Oh no, wait. Did I? No, I did not remove their names from my little list thing. We got Kiru, big old rock. He's on the big rock. You just want to say hi to Cage? Ah, okay. Bonk fruit fly. Fruit fly is naughty. Yes, let's go ahead and slap the fly, please. On the far end over here, this antler, all alone, Gamakichi. On my head in the middle, Gizmo. On this end, together, way off at the bottom, Bert and Ernie. It's always the same dudes. It's consistent, just the 5. Yes, everybody in here named them. I forget who exactly. I knew Kiru, that is Natsu's niece. Gamakichi, that was someone that's apparently some sort of fan of some sort of thing that I don't know. Gizmo, I forget who. Bert and Ernie, I used to know and I'm forgetting. Y'all know my memory's not that great. Yeah, but okay. Story time. Here we go. What? Whoa. Okay. You're gonna bonk the souls of the innocent? This feels... It feels like something I should not condone. What is going on? What? Ion Bear? What the heck? Ah. Alright, do. Where am I? Yes, okay, so he's found... Sorry, typo. Oh, goodness. Oh, Generium. Yes, you gotta do yours. A 15. Pretty good. Pretty good. Are they yawning? So no. He's bonking the gnomes? Why we gotta bonk gnomes? What did they do? It says they're innocent. I am the gnome bonker. Well, I guess if that's all you are, I worry maybe we should be reconsidering the violence, but, well, if that's what need do, I guess I should just let you do. May I bonk too? I got a foam bat. Very good way to do the bonking. Must flatten them pointy red hats. Okay then. You do that. Okay. Put Ion in bonk jail. I don't think we have a bonk jail. Okay, I need to do our guy, White Hawk or Waupi, found a pretty wide plain with a bunch of flowers in various colors, long blue grass. Good time. Unbonk the gnomes. I am an innocent man. You admitted that you bonk gnomes, and previously, we see who was a type 4 yapper. Previously, you bonk innocents. It's not looking good, but it's all good. We don't have a jail, so okay. So yeah, he's found a pretty prairie. Yawn attacks. Okay. After walking for some time without a path, musing upon the open country, and enjoying the fragrant breeze, he suddenly came to a ring worn among the grass and the flowers, as if it had been made by footsteps moving lightly round and round. A ring, and this is a fairy book. It sounds like a fairy ring. But it was strange, so strange as to cause the white hawk to pause and gaze long and fixedly upon the ground. There was no path which led to this flowery circle. There was not even a crushed leaf, nor a broken twig, nor the least trace of a footstep approaching or retiring to be found. He thought he would hide himself and lie in wait to discover, if he could, what this strange circle meant. Ooh, gnomes are like starving and pissed off piranhas. What? Oh, wow. Adjusting chair, don't worry about it. It was a fragment of my imagination. Don't gaslight the raven, don't do it. Okay, gnomes being vicious little things, that sounds scary, but could it be propaganda? I don't know. I'm unaware. We need to go look into. I'm not gaslighting you, you're crazy. That's just something to say, alright. Okay. The strange circle, though. Let's figure out what this fairy circle is. Presently, he heard the faint sounds of music in the air. This very much sounds, yes, like a fairy circle, and something's going to happen. Oh my god. The yawnings. Okay. He looked up in the direction they came from, and as the magic notes died away, he saw a small object, like a little summer cloud that approaches the earth, floating down from above. At first it was very small, and seemed as if it could have been blown away by the first breeze that came along, but rapidly it grew as he gazed upon it, and the music every moment came clearer and more sweetly to his ear. As it neared the earth, it appeared as a basket, and it was filled with 12 sisters of the most lovely forms and enchanting beauty. Ooh. You must be imagining this convo. I don't actually. Bonk werewolf frogs. Where are werewolf frogs? Werewolf was naughty. The bot. You're not late, DJ, and don't bonk yourself for it. It's all good. I don't take attendance. Slap all turtles? What the heck? Why are you... What? What? Huh? Why are we slapping turtles? And it's not like you're slapping yourself. You're saying that you're slapping all turtles. This is getting very weird. And you're bonking a bonk? Oh my goodness. This is getting inceptual. I don't like. This is confused. What is happening? Oh, thank you for the hug, DJ. Thank you. Okay. Doug yawns. Okay. And then a bonk. And a slap. Bonked. What the heck is going on? You guys are very... Don't slap hugs. I think you can't because it just happened. Bonk slaps. What is going on with you guys? Such weird violence. Not just violence, but just like weird violence. Okay, I'm gonna read this story, okay? Talk about these pretty 12 sisters, whatever. Oh gosh, Fet. A 4? A 4? Oh. Ha, Tarova, you can't eat. You cannot take the frogs. Take that. Okay. Okay. So they're coming down in a basket. They come along. As soon as the basket touched the ground, they leaped out and began. Oh my goodness. How am I so out of air? Oh my gosh. Okay. They leaped out and began straightway to dance in the most joyous manner around the magic ring, striking as they did so a shining ball which uttered the most ravishing melodies and kept time as they danced. So a ball, a shining ball, working as their kind of brain drum. What the heck? Don't eat each other, frick. Oh my goodness, you guys are a mess. Hug fire. What are you doing? Health check. Me? You think I need to be? I think y'all should be worried. What the heck are you doing to each other and yourselves? What the heck? I'm worried we might need an emote only. I am worried. It may be necessary. Y'all are concerned. My mental health is different. Mask. Hold up. Stay healthy. If you promise to as well. Break. Yeah. I had read it. Everyone just going to ignore me holding frogs as hostages? You'll do it all the time at this point. Do we? Do we? Does this do the thing? It does make us do the thing, Rabbit. You're entirely correct. I'm eating Jolly Ranchers, healthy enough. Hey, I'm not judging what you're eating. I'm talking about you guys hitting each other and yourselves, as well as, well, maybe you should hydrate and stretch and posture check. I think I will hydrate, stretch, posture check real quick. And, Rabbit has redeemed emote only, so that's what we're doing. Thank you, Mask, for officially initiating it. Okay, I did the stretches. Okay. It is emotes time. Ha ha ha. Oh, little bongos. I appreciate the bongos. Okay. Let's see if I can keep good posture in this. Oh, wobbly. Okay. Yeah, you cry. How about you be nice to yourself and then just take that. Be nice. Jeez. Just listen to a good little story without being violent. Okay. So, he's there, the bluegrass, he's wondering what's going on. These pretty ladies drop down and then they're dancing around, playing some sort of drum-like thing. And the white hawk, from his concealment, entranced, gazed upon their graceful forms and movements. He admired them all, but he was most pleased with the youngest. How does he know it's the youngest? Is it because she's the youngest? Because I don't like that. This is classic with our fairy tales, though. Anyway, okay. He longed to be at her side, to embrace her, to call her his own, and unable to remain longer a silent admirer, he rushed out and endeavored to seize this 12th beauty who so enchanted him. But the sisters, with the quickness of birds, the moment they descried the form of a man, leapt back into the basket and were drawn up into the sky. So, okay, too bad. They say, ah, ew, a man, and they run, which is correct, considering he was like, yes, give me the young one. Oh, what the heck? Why am I quiet? Oh, wait, hold on. I had to cough. But why did I go quiet there? For whatever reason. I don't know why. So weird. Yeah, the little pukey. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. So then they ran away. Good. What the heck, Turtle Boy? Why? Okay. Lamenting his ill luck, Waupi gazed longingly upon the fairy basket as it ascended and bore the lovely sisters from his view. I don't want to say. Ion Bear just cheered, so we have to drop, guess what? Emotes. We drop emotes to when people spend monies. So drop some money, frogs. That's what you've earned. I think that's a cheat, and I shouldn't allow you to use a cheat. Turtle Boy says no, so I think I think we have one vote no. Ah! Thank you, Ion Bear, but your little cheat. You little shit. How about I just get through the next 2 paragraphs, please? It's just little. Please. And then we'll disable. I'll tell you when. Oh, okay. Laugh mask. Okay. Yeah. He was lamenting his ill luck. He gazed longingly up at the fairy basket as it ascended and bore the lovely sisters from his view. Because you dropped money, you don't even get to hear what I almost said. Because I almost said something bad. Because I was mixing up words. You vote yeah. Well, you're the one that did it, so dance or dance. I like toothless. I like toothless. I vote tooth. Okay. I need to get through. Please. Please. The sisters are out of his view. They are gone, he said, and I shall see them no more. He returned to his solitary lodge, but he found no relief to his mind. He walked abroad, but to look at the sky, which had withdrawn from his sight, the only thing he had ever loved, was painful to him now. Oh. The next day, selecting the same hour, the White Hawk went back to the prairie and took his station near the ring in order to deceive the sisters. He assumed the form of an opossum. Okay, so this boy be dressed up as a opossum now, and sat among the grass as if he were there engaged in chewing the cud. He had not waited long when he saw the cloudy basket descend and heard the same sweet music falling as before. He crept slowly toward the ring, but the instant the sisters caught sight of him, they were startled and sprang into their car. It rose a short distance when one of the elder sisters spoke. "Perhaps," she said, "it is come to show us how the game is played by mortals." "Oh no," the youngest replied. "Quick, let us ascend." And all joining in a chant, they rose out of sight. I don't know, she's like, I don't know what game they're talking about, and I don't know if the youngest is like, oh, ew, I don't want to play a game, or she's like, no, I don't think that's it. Let's just go. But either way, they left. Okay, there is the end of 2 paragraphs. I guess fine. Give it back to speech. I feel like I'm being an easy person to break, but fine. You may speak. Better behave, please. Okay. While P, casting off his disguise, watch the youngest sister be like 60 years old. That would be fun. Freedom! Mask. Oh, you just wanted to make the lurk. Oh, sorry, DJ. And the bot's not even responding. How rude. What the heck? Oh, there it is. There we go. Go ahead and take a lurk, DJ. Tuck yourself in if you'd like. Okay. If the youngest sister is 60 and they're all like well and old, that would be very fun. I want to see that. I won't use bits again. I just wanted to test it. Well, I mean, I like money, but okay, good. I guess someone else tried a little trickety trick before. And so, whenever you guys come up with those, I'm like, they're creative. Dang. It makes me want to give it to you, but at the same time, it's like, I just started this. I remember that. I was there for it. Oh no. Immediate violence. What the heck are you doing to her? No. That's why I wanted to try it. I had to go get water. Oh, okay. Alright. And this is why I wanted you guys on emote only, because I'm immediately distracted. Oh boy. Okay. We are reading. Frickin' heck. Okay. They left. That's the point. Wild P, casting off his disguise, walked sorrowfully back to his lodge. But the night seemed very long to lonely White Hawk. His whole soul was filled with the thought of the beautiful sister. Darn, I can't just immediately redeem emote only again. It's okay. Oh, and Rabbit, if you had a specific time that you wanted it to go, like, you could tell us that. I should have told you that you could have. I can still make chaos with emotes. That I know. And it's a mess. Cut the book in half. Which book, Scaraboof? I don't want to cut any of my books. Are you crazy? No. But I'll do the guillotine anyway. Okay, I gotta read, you guys. Jeez. Okay. He's thinking about the girl. Of course he is. Betimes the next day, he returned to the haunted spot, hoping and fearing and sighing as though his very soul would leave his body in its anguish. He reflected upon the plan he should follow to secure success. He had already failed twice. To fail a third time would be fatal. Nearby he found an old stump, much covered with moss, and just then, in use of the residence of a number of mice, who had stopped there on a pilgrimage to some relatives on the other side of the prairie. Okay, so there's a little pilgrimage of mice on their way to their family on the other side of the prairie. Just some traveling mice on a road trip. It's cute. Okay. The White Hawk was so pleased with their tidy little forms that he thought he too would be a mouse, especially as they were by no means formidable to look at, and would not be at all likely to create alarm. He accordingly, having first brought the stump and set it near the ring, without further notice became a mouse, and peeped and sported about, and kept his sharp little eyes busy with the others. But he did not forget to keep one eye up toward the sky, and one ear wide open in the same direction. Good. It was not long before the sisters, at their customary hour... Okay. My voice. Frickin' heck. Hello, Millennial Echo. Welcome in. Thanks for doing the shout-out, Vet. Look at that. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Millennial. And then we have... So we're going to have to prep and do a little dance. We have a new follow. So thank you for the follow, codename Popcorn. We have a new little tradition we're starting up where we do a little dance when somebody follows. So let's drop a little dance. Dancing. Yeah. Like words. Yay! Okay. Well, welcome in, everybody. We're reading some folk tales. They're distracting me a lot today. So who knows how I get through this. That's cute. Yeah, it's new. I'm excited about it. Ooh, the wave, the wibble. Ooh. It's cute. Wee little gentleman. Okay. I hope your stream went well. If you have to pop out, that's all okay, Millennial. But welcome in. Right, okay, so we're reading this story. Wild P, or the White Hawk. He's a good hunter, and he went out walking. He found a prairie that's very pretty, lots of flowers, but it has this weird ring where it looks like someone's walked in circles and mushed down the grass, but there's nothing else anywhere near it. No other hint of footsteps. So he's wondering what the heck, how, and then the basket comes down from the sky and it's got 12 sisters in it, and he falls in love with one, the youngest one, and then they run away after they see him because, man. And so the next time he goes, he tries to be an opossum, and then they're like, no. But the people are like, the sisters are like, well, maybe. And the one's like, no, let's just go. And now he's decided, he found a tree stump that's filled with some mice right now because they were on their way towards the other side of the prairie and they had stopped there for a bit. He moved that, put it by where the basket comes down, and is waiting out, and he's turned into a mouse to hopefully be not scary. He said it was a fun murder mystery visual novel with Sonic. So it's a murder mystery novel with Sonic, like the Hedgehog, as the lead. That sounds like a lot going on. I hope it was fun. It sounds like it was fun. That's the werewolf frog? Okay. I see now. I don't think I've met the werewolf frog. Maybe I just haven't seen that frog change yet. Nope, Sonic was the murder victim. How dare. No. Was it any of the other, Sonic characters? It's free on Steam. Well, that's fun. Unfortunately, if I have to run Steam, it may be too much for my computer. Because it's running Steam and whatever game it is. It's like a kind of a two-step. It's another layer. I could be fine, but it could also be very slow. Don't know yet. You don't know it going? Bonked Sonic. Well, there you go. It was Turtle. Turtle killed him with a bonking hammer. There's your solve. It's right there. I mean, there it happened right in front of us. We are all witnesses. Oh my gosh, we're all witnesses to a murder. Turt, go to jail. You killed Sonic. Okay. My brain. I'm suddenly it's pretty tired, but my brain is feeling the wibble goofy, but not the body feeling tired. It's weird. Okay, kill Sonic. We don't have that. We will not have that command. Have yet to go through the whole train. Would have done more, but tired. Very fair. Very fair. You think Millennial killed Sonic? He did not. Yeah, Millennial's out there solving it. Dang it. It was Turt. We saw Turt do it. Happened right before our eyes. Turtle bonked Sonic. There you go. Never take me alive. Oh no. DJ's just like, oh, interesting. I'll just watch this unfold around me. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hi, Chiquitas. Hello. It's the yawnings. The EPs are suddenly hitting me. Wow, it's coming on fast. It's like Raven was awake and ready to read, and then we're only 50 minutes in, and I'm as well as I'm barely partially through this. I feel like we may need emote only soon. We might. It would be us to do, not a redeem. Be at the ready. Reading makes you tired. Not always. Especially reading aloud, I would say no. Typically, no. Yeah. Okay. Alright, here we go. Thank you. You salute mask. Thank you. You're at the ready. Just gotta straighten up. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, well, I'm up. Alright, so he's getting ready. He's put the stump down. He's ready to go. It was not long before the sisters, at their customary hour, came down and resumed their sport, aka the dancing and the music. But see, cried the younger sister, that stump was not there before. She ran off frightened toward the basket. Her sisters only smiled, and gathering round the old tree stump, they struck it in jest, when out ran the mice, and among them Waupee. They killed them all but one, which was pursued by the younger sister, just as she had raised a silver stick, which she held in her hand to put an end to it too. The form of the white hawk arose, and he clasped his prize in his arms. The other 11 sprang to their basket and were drawn up to the skies. So he's caught her when he was trying to catch him to kill him as a mouse. Also, the sisters just went ahead and killed all those mice. Here I was describing it as a family road trip to the other side, where they were meeting family. It even said that they were on their way to make, they were on a pilgrimage to the other side to some relatives. Like, they just destroyed a freaking family reunion. This is a horror story. This is so sad. We are tiring Raven with the chaos. Let's keep it going. Actually, if you tire me out, it means my streaming will end early. Do you want me to leave, Turt? Do you want me to leave? I bet you don't. Does Raven need a coffee? Well, Raven has some Dr. Pepper, so I has some caffeine here, but not a ton. And it do sometimes make me more sleepy than awake. But I has Dr. Pepper. I will drink. That's what I bonked my tooth on, remember? That's how I bonked my tooth. I'd kill for a coffee right now. Wow, that's a little excessive. I'm just saying, Mask. Like, wow, okay, you're a murderer. Hopefully you don't have to. Hopefully you get a coffee anyway if you want it. Okay, so White Hawk, Waupee, he's got his... Oh, cheese stick? You has cheese stick. Look at that. He's offering cheese stick. So sweet. Why you cry, little kitty? Why you cry about it? You're so nice. I didn't say I'd kill a person, just that I'd kill. Okay. Now I really want cheese stick too. Oh no. Wow. Cheese stick. Okay, I need to focus. Alright. Yes, that will wake me up. Slap. Okay, there we go. Thank you. One time El Chiquito's love slap is very helpful. Wake me up. I just slapped my leg. It's okay. Thank you. Okay. Not the slaps. Let's focus. Please don't bonk my head. A slap is enough. Okay. Waupee exerted all his skill to please his bride and win her affections. Hey, that's good. So he didn't just kidnap her and then now you are my wife. It was okay, so I'm holding you back so you don't run away, but I'm going to prove that I'm worth it, okay? Let me show you. At least we got that on their side. He wiped the tears from her eyes. He related his adventures in the chase. He dwelt upon the charms of life on the earth. He was constant in his attentions, keeping fondly by her side, and picking out the way for her to walk as he led her gently towards his lodge. Oh, he felt his heart glow with joy as he entered it, and from that moment he was one of the happiest of men. Oh, that's so sweet. Wake up, focus. Bonk thighs. Thighs was naughty and bonked. And you attempt to bonk me and it didn't work because they bonked me too recently. What is this focus you talk about? I can do this. I can focus. I got this. Okay. Winter and summer passed rapidly away, and as the spring drew near with its balmy gales and its many-colored flowers, their happiness was increased by the presence of a beautiful boy in their lodge. What more of earthly blessing was there to enjoy? Aww. So now they have a little baby. Oh, sweet. And like, isn't that such a sweet way for them to have written this? Like, this feels like our whacked out fairy tales have met just like the sweetest version of how to talk about this. It's so sweet. Okay. Walpe's wife was a daughter of one of the stars, and as the scenes of earth began to pall upon her sight, she sighed to visit her father. Oh, she wants to go back. Okay. But she was obliged to hide these feelings from her husband. She remembered the charm that would carry her up, and while White Hawk was engaged in the chase, she took occasion to construct a wicker basket. Okay, so she's like, I'll remember how to get up, and while he's on a hunt, I'll make a basket so that then I can go up. So she's taken the occasion to construct the wicker basket, which she kept concealed. In the meantime, she collected such rarities from the earth as she thought would please her father, as well as the most dainty kinds of food. So she's prepping stuff to bring home, but she doesn't want to tell her husband, which we don't know why. This much reads like maybe she is properly kidnapped and doesn't want to be there, but maybe she's just like, you know what, I actually kind of want to visit home and I don't want to make you feel bad about it. I don't know. It's unclear. One day when Walpe was absent and all was in readiness, she went out to the charmed ring, taking with her little son. As they entered the car, she commenced her magical song, and the basket rose. Geez, Scion Bear, please don't try and consume the souls of the innocent. What are you doing? This is very concerning. Someone... Can someone do a health check on the souls of the innocent? It looks like they're not going to be doing too well. They already got bonked, I think, or something. Yeah. Okay. As they entered the car, she commenced her magical song, and the basket rose. The song was sad, and of a lowly and mournful cadence, as if it was wafted far away by the wind. It caught her husband's ear. Oh no! It was a voice which he well knew, and he instantly ran to the prairie. Though he made breathless speed, he could not reach the ring before his wife and child had ascended beyond his reach. He lifted up his voice in loud appeals, but they were unavailing. The basket still went up. He watched it till it became a small speck, and finally it vanished in the sky. He then bent his head down to the ground and was miserable. This is sad. You don't have no bonk emotes anymore? Oh no. That's too bad. Bonking souls? That's so concerning. Why are you bonking the souls? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so he's miserable. Through a long winter and a long summer, Walpe bewailed his loss, but he found no relief. The beautiful spirit had come and gone, and he should see it no more. He mourned his wife's loss sorely, but his son's still more, for the boy had both the mother's beauty and the father's strength. In the meantime, his wife had reached her home in the stars, and in the blissful employments of her father's house, she had almost forgotten that she had left a husband upon the earth. But her son, as he grew up, resembled more and more his father, and every day he was restless and anxious to visit the scene of his birth. His grandfather said to his daughter one day, "Go, my child, and take your son down to his father, and ask him to come up and live with us. But tell him to bring along a specimen of each kind of bird and animal he kills in the chase." What? A tornado? What? Tornado? Why are you hugging it? Why is there a tornado? Oh my gosh, I don't have emotes. The violence, leave me. Oh no. No. Oh goodness. Aw, Genarium hugs themselves. That's good. It's good to give yourself a hug. No more guns. Good. No more guns then. Stop. No more. Stop defriending my poor little frogs. It's becoming more and more necessary to create a frog with a gun. Oh well. Okay. So, the star, the dad of the wife, says to go get your husband and have him bring various animals. She accordingly took the boy and descended. The white hawk, who was ever near the enchanted spot, heard her voice as she came down the sky. His heart beat with impatience as he saw her form and that of his son, and they were soon clasped in his arms. He heard the message of the star, and he began to hunt with the greatest activity, that he might collect the present with all dispatch. He spent whole nights as well as days in searching for every curious and beautiful animal and bird. He only preserved a foot, a wing, or a tail of each. When all was ready, Waupee visited once more each favorite spot. The hilltop whence he had been used to seeing the rising sun, the stream where he had sported as a boy, the old lodge, now looking sad and solemn, which he was to sit in no more, and last of all, coming to the magic circle, he gazed widely around him with tearful eyes, and taking his wife and child by the hand, they entered the car and were drawn up into a country far beyond the flight of birds or the power of mortal eye to pierce. And I'm going to stop right there. Welcome in Cage's rating. Hello, hello. Hi, Cage. Hi, Pandagiri. Hi, Lahonks. Welcome in. You missed a lot of violence, LeBlanc, but it was all done in your name. And we may need more of the emote only, so eventually, Cage, you're going to have to be doing that. But can I have one of my mods shout out Cage real quick, please? Oh, please. There we go. A mask already got it. I saw it. Lahonk was honored. I was a little slow to see that text. There we go. Why do you say Senor por favor? Why do you do that always? Oh God, what is that rabbit? Jesus, who are you, little? I'm scared of that. And Turt, my goodness, I'm just gonna blush and shuffle away. I love the Ravens band. I know. I should do more. But welcome in, guys. It's good to see yous. Oh my gosh, we have so many redeems to get to, and we're being so slow. This is not a particularly long story. It's just been severely delayed. Only thing to do. Well, you'll have to wait a bit for yours, but there will be one not long from now. Sorry. We just have this one paragraph to read of this story, so then we'll wrap up. Great joy was manifested upon their arrival at the starry plains. The star chief invited all his people to a feast, and when they had assembled, he proclaimed aloud that each one might continue as he was, an inhabitant of his own dominions, or select of the earthly gifts such as he liked best. A very strange confusion immediately arose. Not one but sprang forward. Some chose. So I think they're saying everyone showed up? Anyway, some chose a foot, some a wing, some a tail, and some a claw. Those who selected tails or claws were changed into animals and ran off. The others assumed the form of birds and flew away. A foot, a wing, tail, a claw. Anyway, Waupee chose a white hawk's feather. His wife and son followed his example, and each one became a white hawk. Hold on, you guys. He spread his wings, and followed by his wife and son, descended with the other birds to the earth, where he is still to be found, with the brightness of the starry plains in his eye, and the freedom of the heavenly breezes in his wings. The end. You guys got so much going on. You can undo the emote only. It's not necessary right now. My goodness, everything's chaos. Okay. I'm full chaos tonight and don't know why other than because. Also, I see the frogs, so I shall tippy-toe to them. You don't get to take the frogs. Stop. You guys don't have to redeem the emote jail. I can do it myself. But Raven said so. Emote only. Emote jail. Why? Why are we doing emote jail? He redeemed it. My goodness, you guys. I suppose. Turt, can you please give me a yes or a no if you want to wait for the emote jail when we get to the next story? Or, because if we keep it right now, I gotta say the yes or no better in a second. If we keep it right now, I'm just gonna do the redeems. Do you want everybody in emote jail for redeems? That's what I'm asking. Give me a yes or a no. Thumbs up, a thumbs down, a yes, a no. Because that's what we're doing. Turt was the one that redeemed it, so we'll get Turt to tell us. You say no, you don't want to be in jail for this. Okay, then we will release them from emote only until we get to the next story. And I think that works. You pout, El Chiquitos. Don't worry, we'll do it soon. I've got lots of story to read, but I want to get to yay, freedom, liberation. We've got page flipping, card dealing, humming, rage puffing, paper guillotine, rage puffing again, and our emotes only. So what I'll do, I'll go through all of them except for rage puffing, the number 2, and then do things. Yes, okay, we've got a second card dealing now. Goodness. And we'll get to those at the next break. And yeah, but okay, we'll start with page flipping. That's what we've got first. Frickin' yawns. Eepy. Okay, page flipping. Oh yes, Turt. Tell us how long you want that jail to last. Yes, we will do rage puffing. Page ruffling. Wow. Can you believe I just did the... It got flipped and I flipped it back. That's how that happened. That's so funny. Okay. Page flipping. Current trigger. That's what we want. Okay. I just want a emote jail. You just want it. You don't know how long. It just must be. We'll find out for how. We'll get to it. Okay. But okay, let's bring out the bookies. Come here, bookies. I'm gonna move the mic, and that might be some bad noises. No emoji, señor, no, por favor. Okay. We're gonna start with the little book, stiff pages. Not my ears again. Yes, I'm hoping that we don't get any owls. And then we'll do the big fluffy pages, the big book. But here we go, moving the mic just a little. It seems to be nice. Seems to be being nice. All right, here we go. There is our little book. Now I've got the big book, fluffy pages. And here we go with some page flipping. And there was our big book. I'm sorry I'm making you see, but that's what this is for, isn't it? That's what I'm supposed to do. No? Start. Not start. Oh no, that would have gone. Stop trying to eat the souls. That's what I was trying to say. Ah. You hugged sleep and you've tucked sleep into bed. Oh goodness. Type. Oh, Tony Hawk, do you have a preference for big clickety clacky keyboard or like a softer, like Mac keyboard? Let me know. And then I always say everybody's name when they come in. So here you go. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, Tony Hawk Cock. And we do have our new tradition to do some little dances for new followers. So there's some little dances. Yes, keyboard mentioned. I've got a big clicky clacky one and a little one. Can't even hear it, so quiet. My choice? Then I will go with the little one. Nobody ever... my natural is to do the big one, and I forget to ask, and I want to do it now. Okay, but we got some card dealing to do next, so I'm going to move the mic and do the card dealing. This is when it could very possibly do pop-ins and be mean. What's the clicky clacky? I'm a huge Keeb nerd. Oh, it's a red dragon, and I don't know the more specific names. It's red dragon and has RBG lights, right? It does the rainbow lights. It's currently doing the rainbowing, and I like it. Okay, card dealing, and here I am moving the mic, so I'm warning you right now. RGB, RBG, I don't know. Those are the letters. Do I have to get them in the right order? Okay. It's me, Cack. Okay, here we go. Hiya. Hi, Tony. Oh yes, I saw the frogs and the hamsters. They look very cute. I thought they were some sort of rat or mouse. And hey, hamster's not so far. Little rodent boybos. The difference is no tail, just a cute little wiggle butt. But oh well, okay. Moving mic. I don't know if you can hear me. Moving mic. Okay, it was cooperative. Yes, I know I'm pretty quiet. This is the thing about this mic. It's the way it's built. It's supposed to be bi-directional. It's the makeup, the physical requirements. It's supposed to do one side and other side, and not be very good at hearing out of the very end point. So you could hear, and then you should hear it on the other side, but it's not as good. And then the little tip is very quiet. It's not supposed to do any noise at the tip, but it's supposed to have it at the other side, at the back, and it doesn't. It's just a hand-me-down that doesn't work, which means it's very good at me being, very directional. If I want you to hear my voice and not my clickety-clacks, you can hear my clickety-clacks less well. But, like directional, yeah, they're supposed to be, okay, I forget the names of them, but every kind of mic, there's different ways. There's very pointed, where they can only come out one little end, and so, you've got the mic, and then there's a little bubble where the sound comes in from that. This is one that goes 2 little bubbles out the sides, so that it looks like a heart or a butt or whatever. And then there's ones that's omnidirectional, that's you're supposed to, stereo, yeah, probably. Omnidirectional, that's supposed to be able to get everything. I think shotguns are the ones that are supposed to just only get the end. Yeah. But anyways, this one is a broken 2-way, broken stereo, so yeah. Cozy or popcorn? What do you mean cozy or popcorn? It's up to you. How do you feel? Do you have snack? Do you have blanket? Shotgun mics are like cone radius. Sleep or watch? Oh, it's up to you. Do you need to sleep? If you need to sleep, go sleep. I will definitely advocate for you to get your rests. Everyone get your Z's in, so that your tomorrow, whatever it may look like, looks like you know how to use your brain, at least. Because no sleep and then your brain is not cooperating. You have bread instead of, that's what happened. Okay, we have humming next, so let's get to humming. Too many hums. There we go. Well, I don't have more tomorrow, but do you have anything else tomorrow? And will it be hard to get to sleep at the end of tomorrow? And stuff like that. How's it gonna work? Okay, so we've got humming now, right? Yeah, all right. I need to cough for a minute. You're headed to bed, Millennial. Okay. Go sleep. Good night. Very thank you for the raid. Welcome again. And DJ, you think you will watch? Okay. And you talked, Millennial. Good. Okay, I'm gonna mute to do a big cough. Hold on. Okay. More hummings. That one was in my head recently, so I just went for it, and I know that one's safe. Yes, you will stay up till 12 or you will sleep, and you said that you think you will watch, so that is okay. but I know you were headed to bed soon enough. Copy that. He tucking me into beds? What? I'm still up. Do I need to eat? Do you think I need to end the stream? Because I've got promises. I've got more redeems to do. Okay. Speaking of, okay, everybody. It's your favorites. It's Rage Puffin time. Oh, Morty V2, welcome in. Let's get some dances. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Morty V2. Thank you for joining us. We're doing a tradition where we do dances at new people's joining. So there we go. All these dancing frogs. You can drop any dances for the dancey. But it's cute that we've got so many. Yeah. Stop putting me to sleep. Make causing chaos hard. That's why I do it. No. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that dancey. Oh my god. I didn't mean to tuck you in. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh no. I'm asleep. No. Oh yeah. I'm awake. Okay, but we're doing Rage Puffin. There we go. Oh, you tucked in Turt. That sounds good. Yeah, let's get Turt to calm down with the chaos. That bedded. That is both bedded with a D, bed, and better. So I like that you mush those together. Help me obtain a frog. No, would you please stop? I know you do, but I liked it. It was a very coincidental misspelling. I like it. You bedded him because he went to bed, and then you did better. There, that bedded. There, that better. I like it. You're too sleepy to spell. Then maybe you should go sleep. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna do rage puffing. If you don't know what rage puffing is, oh, good luck. It just came from a misreading at one point. Flipping the letters around. And now we have some nonsense. Okay, here we go. I'm raging. I'm angry for the rage puffing. Okay. And there was rage puffing. That was a lot of energy. I felt myself really getting into it, but now I'm extra tired. That is an absolutely eepy yawn and not just oxygen yawn. Oh, goodness. Haha. Deepy. Okay, paper guillotine time. Slicey. And then we'll do typing, I think, before we get into the next story on emote only. I'm warning you now. Okay, big ol' choppy chop. Okay. Gonna move the mic just a bit so that we can hear it. Yeah, emote only once I start the story. Not quite yet. You are on top of it, Mask. You're doing so good. Freaking mod love right there. Okay, and there we go. Mic is in place. No more moving. Alright. Hi, Ian Multiverse. I'm kind of quiet right now. We're about to do paper guillotine, but hello. Hola. Okay, here we go. Follow. Jeez. Okay, I can't. Okay, can you hear me at least? I think you can hear me pretty good. Oh, good. Okay. Welcome to Emerald Lake. Thank you for the follow. HQZDNOO. I don't know how else. Those letters don't seem to make a word to me. So, yes, muffled. I know, because I'm talking into the wrong side, but my voice is close enough that it kind of wraps to the other. Anyway, you can hear me. That's the point. I gotta do this paper guillotine. So, yeah. But do the dances, guys. Dances, please. Okay. Is that Misty? I like that. That's fine. Okay. Anyways, back. It's getting loud. Moving, Mike, it will be moving. Okay, there is our paper guillotine. Dun da da. And now we will do typing. I'm gonna move the mic kind of back into similar stuff and do some typey types before we get into our next story. So not long till it's emote only. There's your warning. That's a goofy little Batman. That's a fun one. Chilly, huh? Baby. Those are fun. Oh, hydrate. Okay, I hydrate. Hydrated. And now we're doing typing. Okay. Okay, moving the mic close. Okay, moving back. Oof. Squeaky. But okay, can you hear me? My headphones are the ones being weird now. Okay. Sounds a little bit like I'm underwater. It's just my headphones aren't plugged in right. Okay. Unless you tell me that I sound underwater. Oh, yeah. That sounds good. Okay. I see your chat now. Why we got a yawning little kitten? It's cute though. And then Joel. Good to see you, Joel. Slapping a beehive. That doesn't sound like a good idea, Turt. I feel like that will go poorly. Oh, hey. There was another rage puffing here, wasn't there? Did I accidentally redeem it? Okay, unless somebody, undid a rage puffing redeem, I think I accidentally hit one twice. Yeah, there were two. So I think I'm supposed to get to the second one still in the next break. But anyway. Okay, so let's do emotes only as we do. The boy who set a snare for the sun. Oh, no worries, Mask. Well, yeah, I guess probably you can't. But Mask can do a thing where it says, oh yeah, we did that one. I said boop. Oh my goodness. Come on, thingy. Ah! Yes, the boy who set a snare for the sun. Long title. Very much could be a emo song title. Set a snare for the sun because it doesn't space the letters out enough for my taste. There we go, and there we go. Here we go. Next story, here we are, and will be emotes only for a while. Let's see. Let's hope I can read through it, because I have a whole... I thought I'd get through 3 stories, and here we are. Definitely not, but here we are. Okay. At the time when the animals reigned in the earth, they had killed all the people but a girl and her little brother, and these two were living in fear in an out-of-the-way place. The boy was a perfect little... I think that this is a iffy word to be using, but I'm not well versed in it. Okay. I'm sorry in advance if this is not nice. The boy was a perfect little pygmy and never grew beyond the size of a mere infant, but the girl increased with her years, so that the task of providing food and shelter fell wholly upon her. She went out daily to get wood for the lodge fire, and she took her little brother with her that no mishap might befall him, for he was too little to leave alone. A big bird of a mischievous disposition, mischievous bird, looking at you, Cage. You're all cozy. Mischievous disposition might have flown away with him. She made him a bow and arrows, and said to him one day, "My little brother, it me, cack." Okay. It me, cack. Yes, awkward. You spoke when you cannot do the speaks. Mod privilege. Okay. Sorry. She made a bow arrow, said to him one day, "My little brother, I will leave you behind where I have been gathering the wood. You must hide yourself, and you will soon see the snowbirds come and pick the worms out of the logs which I have piled up. Shoot one of them and bring it home." He obeyed her and tried his best to kill one, but he came home unsuccessful. His sister told him that he must not despair, but try again the next day. Mask is yelling at Cage. Is that what those emotes is? To be fair, for the "it me," I think it was worth it. If we had made a "it me" cack emote, then it would have been perfect for Cage. I hope you read that story one day in your own stream so that you can make it one of your emotes, Cage. I feel like you should. SCP-2337. Write it down. 2337. Okay, anyway. Just keep trying, she's telling him. She accordingly left him at the gathering place of the wood and returned to the lodge. Toward nightfall she heard his little footsteps crackling through the snow, and he hurried in and threw down, with an air of triumph, one of the birds which he had killed. Yay! My sister, said he, I wish you to skin it and stretch the skin, and when I have killed more, I will have a coat made out of them. But what shall we do with the body? Said she, for they had always, up to that point, lived upon greens and berries. Well, then they need some proteins. Okay. Cut it in two, he answered, and season our pottage with one half of it at a time. Sounds like a good idea. It was their first dish of game, and they relished it greatly. The boy kept on in his efforts, and in the course of time he killed 10 birds, out of the skins of which his sister made him a little coat. Being very small, he had a very pretty coat, and a bird skin to spare. He only needed 9. Cute. Hi, Brimo Blade, welcome in. Sorry we're on emote only for focusing, but welcome in, cute little emote. You'll be released into being able to say hi soon. The boy kept on in his efforts, and in the course of time he killed everybody. Yes. Sister, said he one day, as he paraded up and down before the lodge, enjoying his new coat, and fancying himself the greatest little fellow in the world, as he was, for there was no other beside him. My sister, are we really alone in the world, or are we playing at it? Is there nobody else living? And tell me, was all this great broad earth and this huge big sky made for a little boy and girl like you and me? Ooh, thank you for the follow, Brimo Blade. We've got a new tradition right now where we drop little dances in for everybody that joins, and I always say, welcome in, thank you for the follow, Brimo Blade, and read their whole name. So welcome in, little dancies. Good. We're reading a story. It's from the book, the Indian Fairy Book. It's just some folktales from a website, but it's their North American folktales section. And I am a deer woman, which is a character from other First Nation stories. Long story, not just a deer that is a part woman or something. It's a specific thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah. So welcome in. This is what we're reading. We're in the beginning of this story, so he's kind of summing it up. We're alone in the world, but why? So I guess we're gonna find out. Hopefully, here we go. Was this made for just you and me? She told him by no means. There were many folks, very unlike a harmless girl and boy, such as they were, who lived in a certain other quarter of the earth, who had killed off all of their kinsfolk, and that if he would live blameless and not endanger his life, he must never go where they were. So stay safe, don't go over there. This only served to inflame the boy's curiosity, oh no, and he soon after took his bow and arrows and went in that direction. Okay. After walking a long time and meeting no one, he became tired and stretched himself upon a high green knoll where the day's warmth had melted off the snow. It was a charming place to lie up on, and he fell asleep, and while sleeping the sunbeam beat so hot upon him that it not only singed his bird-skin coat, but it so shriveled and shrunk and tightened upon the little boy's body as to wake him up. Oh no, the sun shrunk his fancy coat. When he felt how the sun had seared and the mischief its fiery beams had played with the coat he was so proud of, he flew into a great passion and berated the sun in a terrible way for a little boy no higher than a man's knee, and he vowed fearful things against it. Do not think you are too high, said he. I shall revenge myself. Oh, sun, I will have you for plaything yet. I will have you for a plaything yet. Just imagine this young boy who is also a little person just screaming at the sun, "You shrunk my coat. I'm gonna beat you up for that." A heckin' time. Hi, Dumda. How the heck? We're in emote only. Can VIPs do that? Oh, jeez. Okay. We're still going. On coming home, which I guess, okay, so he got so tired and they shrunk his coat, he probably stomped his whole way home to complain to sister. On coming home, he gave an account of his misfortune to his sister, and bitterly bewailed the spoiling of his new coat. He would not eat, not so much as a single berry. He lay down as one that fasts, nor did he move nor change his manner of lying for 10 full days. Oh, wow. Though his sister strove to prevail on him to rise. At the end of 10 days he turned over, and then he lay full 10 days on the other side. Oh my gosh. When he got up, he was very pale, but very resolute too. He bade his sister make a snare, for, he informed her, that he meant to catch the sun. She said she had nothing, but after a while she brought forward a deer sinew which the father had left, and which she soon made into a string suitable for a noose. The moment she showed it to him, he was quite wroth, and told her that would not do, and directed her to find something else. She said she had nothing at all. At last she thought of the bird skin that was left over when the coat was made, and this she wrought into a string. With this the little boy was more vexed than before. "The sun has had enough of my bird skins," he said. "Find something else." She went out of the lodge, saying to herself, "Was there ever so obstinate a boy?" She did not dare to answer this time that she had nothing. Luckily, she thought of her own beautiful hair, and pulling some of it from among her locks, she quickly braided it into a cord, and returning, she handed it to her brother. The moment his eye fell upon this jet-black braid, he was delighted. Oh, okay, well finally, she just has to rip out her own hair? Frickin' heck. "This will do," he said, and he immediately began to run it back and forth through his hands as swiftly as he could, and as he drew it forth, he tried its strength. He said again, "This will do," and winding it in a glossy coil about his shoulders, he set out a little after midnight. His object was to catch the sun before he rose. He fixed his snare firmly on a spot just where the sun must strike the land as it rose above the earth, and sure enough, he caught the sun so that it was held fast in the cord and did not rise. I think we're going to finish the story before we lift emote mode because it's so short. There's just a few more little paragraphs, so we're going to go for it. "The animals who ruled the earth were immediately put into great commotion. They had no light, and they ran to and fro, calling out to each other and inquiring what had happened. They summoned a council to debate upon the matter, and an old dormouse, suspecting where the trouble lay, proposed that someone should be appointed to go and cut the cord. This was a bold thing to undertake, as the rays of the sun could not fail to burn whoever should venture so near to them. At last the venerable dormouse himself undertook it, for the very good reason that no one else would. At this time the dormouse was the largest animal in the world. I know where this is going. When he stood up, he looked like a mountain. It made haste to the place where the sun lay ensnared, and as it came nearer and nearer, its back began to smoke and burn with the heat, and the whole top of his huge bulk was turned in a very short time to enormous heaps of ashes. It succeeded, however, in cutting the cord with its teeth and freeing the sun, which rolled up again as round and beautiful as ever into the wide blue sky. But the dormouse, or blind woman as it is called, was shrunk away to a very small size, and that is the reason why it is now of the tiniest creatures upon the earth. I love these stories for this reason. They're like, and that is why this is that way. The little boy returned home when he discovered that the sun had escaped his snare and devoted himself entirely to hunting. If the beautiful hair of my sister would not hold the sun fast, nothing in the world could, he said. He was not born a little fellow like himself to look after the sun. It required one greater and wiser than he was to regulate that. And he went out and shot 10 more snowbirds, for in this business he was very expert, and he had a new birdskin coat made, which was prettier than the one he had worn before. The end. I like that it also ended with a, so he moved the heck on, he realized he couldn't do it, and he moved on with his life. He rebuilt, his ruined coat. He got a new one. He knew how to do it, so he did it again. And then the end. He moved on. I like that. That's a good. But there we go. We can release from emotes. Be free. Be free. We'll probably read one more story, and it's a slightly longer one than we just read with those two. So let's hope I don't get too distracted, because we'll probably have an hour left after the redeems, but yeah. Let's do redeems. Freedom. Yes. But okay. I think first up, we know that I have lost one of the ones. I know that there was a double, so now we'll do rage puffing. And then we'll also do We'll also do the next is the card dealing after that. That's what it is. I scoot. Okay, I honestly don't know why, question mark. Don't know why what. I'm very confused. Very confused. Okay, page. No, what? I'm doing it again. Rage puffing. Let's do that. I'm angry. I promise. Grr. Okay, there we go. All right. Yes, and how did that make you feel? Makes me feel like I can't do emote, or I can't do rage puff with that. Big yawn. Sorry. EP Raven. I am EP. It's real. Hi Oni. Hi Pudgy. Welcome in today. EP Raven. Okay. Mobile is kind of rough. It is. It's got all the funky, weird side steps and stuff. Okay, we're going to do card dealing. We're going to do comb twing. And then if there's nothing else, we're going to go on to the next story. Usually there's more that pops in. So yeah. Let's do some card dealing. I'm going to move the mic. After that big yawn. Moving the mic. I'm warning you now. Well, that was rather painless. Okay. tucked yourself in. Good, good eeps. Eep, eep, eep away. Okay, good night, DJ. Sleep well. Take care. We'll see you when we see you. Sleep well. Sorry. The car hit you? Okay, we're moving the mic back. Warning given. Ah, squeaky. Okay, there we go. There was our card dealing. Now we'll do a comb twing, and then we'll do a kalimba. Woo, I'm stressy spaghetti, but I'm alright. Oh, sorry you're stressy spaghetti. That's a heck of a title for that. Now I really want spaghetti. I'm hungry. I'm sleepy, and I'm hungry. Probably sleepy because I'm hungry, because I haven't eaten. I have eaten today, but it's like my belly's like, you have not eaten enough. Get more food. Lurk, eating and listening means that it says that eating is taking the rest around the lake. I love that broken little bot loophole, but it's so silly. Okay, Oni, you are lurking. Okay, because you have to eat and listen. Okay, sounds good. Feel free to lurk. Eat well. But biscotti is awesome, though. Biscotti? Biscotti? Aww. Okay. Okay, it's comb twing time, though. Let's do the comb twinging. Comb twinging. Enjoy some nice spagooter. Yes, enjoy the spagooter. I'm liking all these dumb names for spaghetti. It's good, I like. Okay, here we go. I feel like I have to interrupt just to go through the different names for spaghetti. Hi, Rose. Yes. So we've got spaghetti, uh, biscotti, spagooter. I say spaghetti. I just dropped the I. Spaghetti. And then there's spag bowl. I know that that's a thing in the UK, especially. Instead of spaghetti bolognese, they say spag bowl, which sounds stupid. Spagizzler. I hate it. Yes. This is such a random discourse. I'll get back to the comb twing. This feels like important information. Just nudes, like noodles, nudes. um, that's a wider thing, but the spaghetti falls in, so I feel like that's good. Um, the spaghetti. See, I call it that without thinking. The spaghetti. 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 Spiggity. Yeah, spiggity. Instead of giggity. Spiggity. Spaghetti or spiggity. Spagato. Saucy nudes. Yes, saucy nudes. Which sounds stupid. It's what my ex's dad called it. Spig. What did your ex's dad call it? Which one? Spiggity? Spaghetti? Spagato? Saucy nudes? Stupid? Spag bowl? What is it? Spig? Spego? Spiggity. I love it. It's awful. Your ex's dad sounds either stupid or iconic. Maybe both. Okay, calm doing. Very topical since I had spaghetti for dinner. Good. Oh, Brimo Blade, you're headed out. Okay, take care. Sleep well. You like spagoot? I like spagoot. Spagoot's good. He was a sweetheart. I bet. Yes, sleep well, Brimo Blade. Thanks for joining us so recently. Sorry you couldn't stick around. Where was my brain? I don't know. Oh, yes, comb twig. We gotta finish off the comb twig. Here we go. Spiggly diggly? Oh no. It's awful. Yes. Hey, there you go with the comb twig. You believe my brain is in the bag with the rest of the bread? I think I'm operating on a brain. It's just an eepy brain. Spodder gooder? Spooder gooder? I'm liking all of these. These are great. The silly names for spaghetti. There's so many. No bread. No bread. No bread. I say no. No bread. My model though, when I looked up after saying that, really does not look like she has a brain. Low eyes, just a dumb smile. I have brain. I'm leaving too. Raven once again too good at ASMR. Aw, okay, go eat, sleep well. I I appreciate the compliment. Brain for brain. For once, I think so. Just a less than best brain is all. Yay, Mass tucked them in. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we now have Kalimba to do. Frog for brain? No. There's just a frog sitting on my brain. Yeah. There he is. Okay. Kalimba time. Let's do some Kalimba. Just K. Kalimba? Kalimba. Alright, I'm gonna move the mic a little bit. It's not a big spaghetti, or as I like to call it, lesser fettuccine. Oof. Oof. Don't start a pasta fight in here. Let's go with body. Okay. That's a bit weird. Ah, a clip. Oh, that's gonna be fun to watch. Which sounds stupid. I'm excited. Okay, anyway. Turt didn't leave yet. Turt requested keys. Okay, we'll do keys next. Alright. Just want to run through Bonnie one more time. Maybe better. Do you like Mary Narder sauce or Alfredo sauce? I don't want nobody's toes in my sauce. Ew. Or nards. No. Okay, we're gonna do one more road. Come on. Alright. Sorry, what did I do? We're gonna start. Brain. Brain. There we go. Already done. Why did I have to take so long to get that sorted? What was going on? What in the heck? Okay, mic. Back to my face. Ha ha ha. Oh, there's an ad starting soon. Oh, darn. Snooze it, please. Thank you. Oh, goodness. That was close. Ah. I gone after keys if you're doing them soon. Yes, I'm just about to do them. We're doing them now. Keys. Well, there will be an ad right after keys and then the story. So let's do keys. Come here, keys. Oh, LG Gita saying thank you. Thank you for giving that sub to them. They would appreciate. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Key time. Here we are. And there was keys. So I hope that is good for you, Tartan. Good night. And then with that, Pudgy, thank you for being so sweet. We have another sub. Let's drop some money frogs. Raining money frogs. Raining money frogs. That's so sweet. Pudgy. Thank yous. So there you go. You got more frogs again now, chiquitas. And everybody with your money frogs, go ahead and drop them. If you don't have the sub, you can get them in 7TV. And if you don't have them either, any monies will do. Any money types to celebrate. Thank you, Pudgy. My goodness. So sweet. You celebrate yourself with the money frog. Look at you. That's you. Okay. Next up, story. Let's do that. Alright, so our last story for the night. Probably the last thing we'll do, so we probably won't do much. Wait, is the weekly sub goal up now for this past week or the week ahead? It's from Saturday at midnight. It's from Sunday on is this week. I started as of Sunday. So it's this week. So we've already got 5 out of 10. And we're only on our second stream of the week. It's pretty cool. That's pretty nuts. But people had monthly resubs, so it makes sense. Yeah, this is for this. Brain. Yes. So next we have the story is Strong Desire and the Red Sorcerer. But we're running an ad. Oh my god, Pudgy. You little shit. Okay. You little shit. Take a few more. You're so nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Drop a bunch more money frogs. Frickin' heck. Pudgy. We already got so much. No, we're not stoozing. We gotta run the ad. So I'm gonna run a 30-second ad in a bit here. You little shit. So big yawn. Sorry. Actually, I'll run a 1 minute because I don't know how long this story will be. I get the feeling you guys are gonna distract me and we're gonna end up being here late. I don't want to, but yeah. I'm just here for your frogs. Well, fine. Then take my frogs and leave. No, okay. Ad. I didn't properly give warning. I kind of said that there would be an ad, but I didn't properly say it before I did it. Sorry. Pudgy tater. Yeah. Okay, so the next story, I'll start writing it out, because look at that long title. Strong Desire and the Red Sorcerer. That's the title. Okay. And that's lined up. It's all tidy and at the ready for when the ad ends in 20 seconds. Oh, that's a heck of a name. Odd shit off, I think. We'll find out. Why am I cry? Stop cry. I'm not cry. What the heck? I hit a button unintentional. I guess I hit a button accidentally. Oh, I'm glad I'm not crying no more. 'Twas only accidentals. I'm not real cry. Okay. Well, with that, yeah, we're doing our last story of the night. We're probably not doing any more redeems, just based on timing and the likelihood that you guys are going to distract me. Tsukuyomi, why are you licking my frogs? What the heck is going on there? But okay, so our last story is called Strong Desire and the Red Sorcerer. We'll find out what all that mean in a minute, I guess. Why not? I mean, true. Hold up. Okay. Alright, so we have the next story to read. I'll start in on that. This is one where I don't know if I'll get to your redeems at the end. So if you are trying to redeem something, we might not actually get to it. But we'll see. Adjust my seat. New follow. Freaking heck. As I adjust my posture. Welcome in, Jebediah. Is that how you say it? Or Jebiday? I don't know. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We're just about to start our last story. It'll be a long story. We're not leaving soon, but it's probably our last story. So settle in. Thank you for joining. I'm Raven. Let's get cozy. Okay. There was a man called Odshedoff. It's interesting. Odshedoph, I think. Odshedoff. Or the child of strong desires, who had a wife and one son. He had withdrawn his family from the village where they had spent the winter to the neighborhood of a distant forest where game abounded. This wood was a day's travel from his winter home, and under its ample shadow the wife fixed the lodge while the husband went out to hunt. Early in the evening he returned with a deer, and being weary and athirst, he asked his son, whom he called Strong Desire, to go to the river for some water. Okay, so it's interesting. He is called Odshedoff, or Child of Strong Desires, and then his child is Strong Desire, which suggests their names are kind of backwards. Hey, Child of Strong Desires. Who's your child? Strong Desire. Wait, what? It just feels a little... Anyway, okay. So he says to go to the river for some water. The son replied that it was dark and he was afraid, but his father still urged him, saying that his mother, as well as himself, was tired, and the distance to the water very short. But no persuasion could overcome the young man's reluctance. He refused to go. "Ah, my son," said the father at last, "if you are afraid to go to the river, you will never kill the redhead." Interesting. This is interesting, because I get the feeling that this is like the story of a dad kind of like making up a reason that you have to go. Like, hey, I'm tired, so I'm gonna lie to you about some folktale so that implores you to go. Oh, well, don't eat dessert before your vegetables, because then the boogeyman will eat your face, that kind of thing. Anyway, okay. Please don't kill redheads. Yes, I agree. I will allow. This is very relevant. This is what I said. I agree. Please don't. Perfectly lovely. But to be fair, it's the red head. Two separate words. So this is a head that is red. I'm guessing it's something like our red sorcerer. And our strong desire is going to have to go and fight him or something. I don't know. Well, okay. The stripling was deeply vexed by this observation. It seemed to touch him to the very quick. He mused in silence. He refused to eat and made no reply when spoken to. He sat by the lodge door all the night through, looking up at the stars and sighing like one sorely distressed. The next day he asked his mother to dress the skin of the deer and to make it into moccasins for him, while he busied himself in preparing a bow and arrows. So now he's going to try and go kill the red head. Okay. His dad vaguely threatens one monster that he needs to be able to kill, and he's immediately on board, I guess. Okay. As soon as these were in readiness, he left the lodge one morning at sunrise without saying a word to his father or mother concerning, but okay. As he passed along, he fired one of his arrows into the air, which fell westward. He took that course, and coming to the spot where the arrow had fallen, he was rejoiced to find it piercing the heart of a deer. That feels pretty lucky, my guy. What the heck? He refreshed himself with a meal of the venison, and the next morning he fired another arrow, following its course. After traveling a day, he found that he had transfixed another deer. In this manner he fired 4 arrows, and every evening he discovered that he had killed a deer. By a strange oversight, he left the arrows sticking in the carcasses and passed on without withdrawing them. Oh no, that's a bad idea. Having in this way no arrow for the 5th day, he was in great distress at night for the want of food. Yeah, as well as you, in theory, by this, maybe didn't use all of the frickin' deer? My god, it's Jason Bourne. Okay. So on the 5th day he was in great distress at night for the want of food. At last he threw himself upon the earth in despair, concluding that he might as well perish there as go further. But he had not lain long before he heard a hollow rumbling noise in the ground beneath him, like that of an earthquake moving slowly along. He sprang up and discovered at a distance the figure of a human being walking with a stick. He looked attentively and saw that the figure was walking in a wide path beaten in a prairie, leading from a dusky lodge to a lake, whose waters were black and turbid. To his surprise, this lodge, which had not been in view when he cast himself upon the ground, was now near at hand. He approached a little nearer and concealed himself, and in a moment he discovered that the figure was no other than that of the terrible witch, the little old woman who makes war. Her path to the lake was perfectly smooth and solid, and the noise Strong Desire had heard was caused by the striking of her walking stick upon the ground. The top of this staff was decorated with a string of the toes and bills of birds of every kind, who at every stroke of the stick fluttered and sung their various notes in concert. She entered her lodge and laid off her mantle, which was entirely composed of the scalps of women. Before folding it, she shook it several times, and at every shake the scalps uttered loads of shouts of laughter, in which the old hag joined. Ugh. The boy who lingered at the door was greatly alarmed, but he uttered no cry. After lying by the cloak, she came directly to him. Looking at him steadily, she informed him that she had known him from the time he had left his father's lodge, and had watched his movements. She told him not to fear or despair, for she would be his protector and friend. Okay. I'm a little nervous about the woman who makes war, but okay, being your friend. She invited him into her lodge and gave him a supper. During the repast, she questioned him as to his motives for visiting her. He related his history, stated the manner in which he had been disgraced, and the difficulties he labored under. Now tell me truly, said the little old woman who makes war, you were afraid to go to the water in the dark. I was, Strong Desire answered promptly. As he replied, the hag waved her staff. The birds set up a clamorous cry, and the mantle shook violently, as all the scalps burst into a hideous shout of laughter. Weird. And are you afraid now? She asked again. I am, again answered Strong Desire without hesitation. But you are not afraid to speak the truth, rejoined the little old woman. You will be a brave man yet. I love that. That's a great way of looking at that. She cheered him with the assurance of her friendship, and began at once to exercise her power upon him. His hair being very short, she took a great leaden comb, and after drawing it through his locks several times, they became of a handsome length, like those of a beautiful young woman. She then proceeded to dress him as a female, furnishing him with the necessary garments, and tinting his face with colors of the most charming dye. She gave him to a bowl of shining metal. She directed him to put in his girdle a blade of scented swordgrass. She gave him to a bowl of shining metal. She directed him to put in his girdle a blade of scented swordgrass, and to proceed the next morning to the banks of the lake, which was no other than that over which the red head reigned. Okay, so I think they're going to go deal with the red head, whatever this is a problem about. Femboy. Hey, two-spirit in all sorts of forms, all the kinds exist, and I'm glad we're seeing it here. Okay, Although it seems more like she's just dressing him up to mislead the redhead, and it's not really about. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, now Ha-Anduta, or the Red Head, was a most powerful sorcerer, living upon an island in the center of his realm of water, and he was the terror of all the country. She informed him that there would be many Indians upon the island who, as soon as they saw him use the shining bowl to drink with, would come and solicit him to be their wife, and to take him over to their island. These offers he was to refuse, and to say that he had come a great distance to be the wife of the Red Head, and that if the chief could not seek her for himself, he would she would return to her village. She said that as soon as the redhead heard of this, he would come for her in his own canoe, in which she must embark. The mixing around of pronouns is very much fun for me. Okay, they're being all kinds of queer, and I love it. On reaching the shore, added the little woman, you must consent to be his wife, and in the evening you are to induce him to take a walk out of the village, and when you have reached a lonesome spot, use the first opportunity to cut off his head with the blade of grass. Ooh, that's interesting. Blade of grass as a knife. Okay. She also gave Strong Desire general advice how he was to conduct himself to sustain his assumed character of a woman. His fear would scarcely permit him to consent to engage in an adventure attended with so much danger, but the recollection of his father's looks and reproaches of the want of courage decided him. Early in the morning he left the lodge of the little old woman who makes war, which was clouded in heavy brackish fog, so thick and heavy to breathe that he with difficulty made his way forth. When he turned to look back for it, it was gone. Ooh. He took the hard-beaten path to the banks of the lake and made for the water at a point directly opposite the redhead's lodge. Where he now stood was a beautiful day. The heavens were clear, and the sun shone out as brightly to Strong Desire as on the first morning when he had put forth his little head from the door of his father's lodge. He had not been long there, sauntering along the beach, when he displayed the glittering bowl by dipping water from the lake. Very soon a number of canoes came off from the island. The men admired his dress and were charmed with his beauty, and almost with one voice they all made proposals of marriage. These Strong Desire promptly declined. When this was reported to Redhead, he ordered his royal bark to be launched by his chosen men of the oar, and crossed over to see this wonderful girl. They approached the shore. Strong Desire saw that the ribs of the sorcerer's canoe were formed of living rattlesnakes, whose heads pointed outward to guard him from his enemies. Ooh. Being invited, he had no sooner stepped into the canoe than they had began to hiss and rattle furiously, which put him in a great fright. But the magician spoke to them when they became pacified and quiet. Shortly after they were at the landing upon the island. The marriage took place immediately, and the bride made presents of various valuables which had been furnished her by the old witch who inhabited the cloudy lodge. As they were sitting in the lodge, surrounded by the friends and relatives, the mother of the Red Head regarded the face of her new daughter-in-law for a long time with fixed attention. From this scrutiny she was convinced that this singular and hasty marriage bonded no good to her son. She drew him aside and disclosed to him her suspicions. "This can be no female," said she. "She has the figure and manners, the countenance, and more especially the eyes, are beyond a doubt those of a man. That is the one thing I would never have gendered, but okay." Her husband rejected her suspicions and rebuked her severely for entertaining such notions of her own daughter-in-law. She still urged her doubts, which so vexed the husband that he broke his pipe-stem in her face and called her an owl. I don't know why they don't like owls in some of these stories. To me, an owl's pretty cool, but oh well. Welcome to Emerald Lake. Demon Raquan? Is that your name? Demon Raquan? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We have a new tradition that we're trying out. We're gonna drop some dancing frogs. Let's dance, dance, dance. Thank you, thank you. So judgy, these people. It's just the one woman, the mom, who's like given the scrutiny, trying to protect her son. It makes sense. It is it is someone lying. It kind of makes sense. Got it spot on. Hey, I'm glad. Sometimes I do pretty good with this. Who? Is that an owl joke? We're reading our story. I don't know exactly how to sum up. I'm kind of like just in it. Oh, if it's the mom, then yeah. Yeah, it's the mom. She's just trying to be protective. But okay. Let's talk about who is judgy. Oh, the mom of this Red Head. 2 separate words. I guess his name is Red Head. A evilish sorcerer. That's also a chief, I guess, in this certain island area. But anyway, you can take it as a pun. I see it as both. I will take both. Okay. Right. Okay. So he called her an owl, which I don't know why that's a mean thing. Owls are cool, but this act astonished the company, who sought an explanation, and it was no sooner given than the mock bride, rising with an air of offended dignity, informed the redhead that after receiving so gross an affront from his relatives, she could not think of remaining with him as his wife, but should forthwith return to her own friends. With a toss of the head like that of an angry female's, flipped her hair, Strong Desire left the lodge, followed by Redhead, and walked away until he came to the beach of the island, near the spot where they had first landed. Redhead entreated him to remain, urging every motive and making all sorts of magnificent promises, none of which seemed to make the least impression. Strong Desire, Redhead thought, was very hard-headed. During these appeals they had seated themselves upon the ground, and Redhead, in great affliction, reclined his head upon his fancied wife's lap. Strong Desire now changed his manner, was very kind and soothing, and suggested in the most winning accent that if Redhead would sleep soundly for a while, he might possibly dream himself out of all his troubles. Redhead, delighted at so happy a prospect, said that he would fall asleep immediately. This is going to be interesting. You have killed a good many men in your time, Redhead, said Strong Desire, by way of suggesting an agreeable train of ideas to the sorcerer. Hundreds, answered Redhead, and what is better, now that I am fairly settled in life by this happy marriage, I shall be able to give my whole attention to massacre. What? And you will kill hundreds more, interposed Strong Desire in the most insinuating manner imaginable. Just so, my dear, Redhead replied with a great leer. Thousands. There will be no end to my delicious murders. I love dearly to kill people. I would like to kill you if you were not my wife. There, there, said Strong Desire with a coaxing air of a little coquette. Go to sleep. That's a good Redhead. Oh my god, this is so creepy. Okay. Why is she so cartoonishly evil? He's cartoonishly evil. She's... Question mark. He's cartoonishly evil. Redhead. This man is awful. Devoted genocide. Huh. I think I can get into this one. What? Demon Raquan, how dare you? Redhead is a he, maybe. No worries. The pronouns in this one are confusing. Redhead is he. That witch, she. Strong Desire, our main kid, is supposedly, started mostly for the general he, but is playing she, so sometimes using she pronouns in this story. Ooh, Thank you for the follow, Felix HDRZ. I don't know what that would be for me to pronounce, but welcome, welcome. We're doing a new thing where we're dropping little dancies whenever someone's a new follower. So come on in. There's some dancies. We're kind of wrapping up this story, so it's a bit all over. I was totally expecting you guys to all be very distractible during the story, but you're all kind of just listening. So we're nearly done. This is going to be interesting. Okay. So we've got Redhead, the chief and the evil murderer, the husband of our strong desire, our hero here, falling asleep thinking of murder. Here we go. No other subject of conversation occurring to the chief, now that he had exhausted the delightful topic of wholesale murder, he straightway fell into a deep sleep. The chance so anxiously sought for had come, and strong desire, with a smiling eye, drawing his blade of grass with lightning swiftness, once across the cheek of Redhead, severed the huge and wicked head from the body. In a moment, stripping off his woman's dress, underneath which he had all along worn his male attire, strong desire seized the bleeding trophy, plunged into the lake, and swam safely over to the main shore. Heck yeah. He had scarcely reached it when, looking back, he saw amid the darkness the torches of persons come out in search of the new married couple. He listened until they had found the headless body, and he heard their piercing shrieks of rage and sorrow as he took his way to the lodge of his kind adviser. I don't know how kind it is, because she's just here to start war, but Hello, I'm not an expert in English, but the little I understand help me to entertain myself in the stream. Aw, I'm glad you had fun. We're here to try and help you out. When he said that, Redhead changed his pronouns throughout. Gives me deja vu because Redhead doesn't change, but Strong Desire does, because was being female to play the wife and then just murdered. So I guess now he's probably going to be pretty male, but we'll find out. It's going to be interesting. Where was I? He's got the bleeding head, runs off to his kind advisor. The little old woman who makes war was in an excellent humor. Yeah, she's like, I see the war coming. I'm sure she does. And she received Strong Desire with rejoicing. She admired his prudence and assured him his bravery should never be questioned again. Lifting up the head, which she gazed upon with vast delight, she said he need only have brought the scalp. Cutting off a lock of the hair for himself, she told him he might now return with the head, which would be evidence of an achievement that would cause his own people to respect him. Oh no, a big raid! What a heckin' thing. Oh my goodness. Boo, raided. I see that. Hello, Mr. Groog. Welcome on in. Oh gee, it's too much to handle. It's a good grade. Oh my gee. Thank you for the follow. Marzakoth. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Xanthias? 5, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hello, Raiders. Come on in, come on in. This is very interesting. Hellos. Wow. Okay. We're just reading a story from a book called The Indian Fairy Book. We're reading Folktales, and this is a interesting one. It's North American Folktales, and I'm having fun with it, but we're just about to finish this story. I don't know how well I can sum it up besides there's a kid, Strong Desire, whose parents were like, oh, we're so tired. Can you go and get some water? And he says, no, I'm scared. It's dark. And they're like, wow, you're never going to be able to kill the red head. We don't really know what that is, but eventually we find out after the kid goes off. The redhead is a chief not far away that is a big time murderer and just loves to murderate. And And so the kid is gone off marching and finds this witch, the woman who goes to war and goes to give water, eliminates the local deer problem. He got 4 deer. But he had to eat. He kind of was pretty wasteful, I bet. I don't think he ate the whole deer. Anyway, he finds that witch woman who makes war, and she preps him by saying, you're going to be a woman, you're going to go, you're going to marry that guy, and then when you figure out a way, you're going to be alone with him, and then you're going to chop his head off with this blade of grass. And he's done all that. He chopped off the head. He swam back, showed it to the woman who makes war, and he's about to head home, we think, to his parents. We'll find out. Here we go. He's got the head he's carrying around. A violent one is fun. Okay. Cutting off the lock, now return with the head, which would be evidence of an achievement that would cause his own people to respect him. In your way home, added the little old woman, you will meet with but one difficulty. Ooh. Monka Quiche. The spirit of the earth requires an offering or sacrifice from all of her sons who perform extraordinary deeds. As you walk along in a prairie, there will be an earthquake. The earth will open and divide in the prairie in the middle. Take this partridge and throw it into the opening and instantly spring over it. Interesting, okay. With many thanks to the little old witch who had so faithfully befriended him, Strong Desire took leave of her, and having, by the course pointed out, safely passed the earthquake, he arrived near his own village. He secretly hid his precious trophy. On entering the village, he found that his parents had returned from the place of their spring encampment by the woodside, and that they were in heavy sorrowing for their son, whom they supposed to be lost, because he had just, left. He didn't say anything. He just left when he left. One and another of the young men had presented themselves to the disconsolate parents and said, "Look up, I am your son." But when they looked up, they beheld not the familiar face of Strong Desire. So a bunch of liars showed up. Having been often deceived in this manner, when their own son in truth presented himself, they sat with their heads down and with their eyes nearly blinded with weeping. It was some time before they could be prevailed upon to bestow a glance upon him. It was still longer before they could recognize him as their own son, who had refused to draw water from the river at night for fear, for his countenance was no longer that of a timid stripling. It was that of a man who has seen and done great things, and who has the heart to do greater still. When he recounted his adventures, they believed him mad. The young men laughed at him, Strong Desire, who feared to walk the river at night time. He left the lodge, and ere their laughter had ceased, returned with his trophy. He held aloft the head of the red sorcerer, with a great ghastly leer which lighted it up before his last sleep, at prospect of 1,000 future murders fresh upon it. It was easily recognized, and the young men who had scoffed at Strong Desire shrunk into the corners out of sight. Strong Desire had conquered the terrible red head. All doubts of the truth of his adventures were dispelled. He was greeted with joy and placed among the first warriors of the nation. He finally became a chief, and his family were ever after respected and esteemed. The end. Cute little end. He got his happy ending. There you go. Wasn't that a fun one? We have plenty of time for redeem, so I think it's time for redeems. I don't know if we have time for another story. We'll see. But it is redeem time. I'm just going to write down. I didn't put in my book to keep track of all the stories I've read. Strong Desire. And the Red Sorcerer. There you go. All right. Well, yeah, now that we're out of the story, hello again, all you raiders. Welcomes. I hope everybody's doing good. I don't know how many of you are still around, but yeah. Oh, and the hydrate. Thank you. Thank you for that time hydrated there. I missed that. Sorry. But okay. Ah. It was good. I'm liking these stories. Ah! I slipped on the chair. I'm sorry. Big bonkin'. Big bonkin'. If there's no redeems, I might just pull out the kalimba. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about kalimba time? Come on, are you all asleep? Is that what it is? Is everybody sleepy? It's very fair if you are. Yeah, cozy. Okay, yeah, everybody's too sleepy. I think only Mask is dancing. I think I will do kalimba. I'm basically asleep. I'm eepy frog. Aww, all the eepy little babies. Everyone's sleepy. Then I think I will just kalimba. We've got like 20 minutes though. Working on my schedule for next week. I should already have been in bed, but I forgot to do this. Classic. Is all the spagluter I had. Spagluter. We had a conversation earlier about all the names that you can give to spaghetti. All the stupid little names. Oh goodness, there's lots. Stitch Sleep. Oh, that's a cute one to add. Stitch Sleep. This is a cute one, Fat. Yeah, let's get Stitch Sleep in here. Sleepy little Stitch. He's got the little green doll. Okay, sorry. It's kalimba time. We can go ahead and pull these away and just do straight kalimbas. Y'all know me that know me. I'll just be playing the same handful of kalimbas songs, kind of poorly as I get better, little bit by little bit. My headphones are being funny. I can't really hear myself anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna move the mic just a little bit, and we're just gonna play my songs. We'll see how well I do. Let's start with this one. Classic. The first one. Nailed it. We don't need to go that again. Alright. That's right. That one went well. Okay. And next. Sorry, I'm gonna finish this and then I'll do that. Okay, little honk, I'll be right there. Alright. Here we go with the whispers. Raven noises. Raven noises. I don't know what you want exactly from the whispers. If you're looking for me to say something else, I need help. Is that all you wanted me to say? Raven noises? I don't know what that means exactly. All of it. You saw it on your clips. Ah, yes. But I don't remember what that was. You made some weird noises. But I don't know what they are. Ah. Oh, the angry noises? The... Oh, no, it's not rage puffing, is it? You know what I'll do? I won't say that you got it, honk. I'll look it up. I'll write it down here. So that next stream, if when you redeem it, I will properly do it. I'll do my best to do it. Raven noises. So that's Raven's homework for tonight. I gotta look into the Raven noises and do them for the next time you ask for them. Is that okay? Can I do it then? Eh? Because I don't know what they are right now. I don't. I think they usually go caw, caw. What? My angry noises are caw, caw. It's me, cack. I don't know what they are. I'll have to look into it. Cack. Okay. I'm gonna do Singing Frog then. I just want to do one more run. Every time I've done these, I do like a double run. So I want to do my second run through my Bonnie, and then I'll do Singing Frog, and then I'll do the lullaby after that. And that will probably, I don't know if that'll get us to the end, but then we can raid out probably. Okay, here we go. Second go of my Bonnie. There we go. Okay. Hi, Annie Bell. Sorry, I was doing the things. Welcome in, Annie Bell. Hi. You got someone that you have an idea for raid? That sounds good. Getting a headache. Oh, sorry, Mask. Yes, go ahead. Go eat. Take care of yourself. Good night. Good night. Yes. Cage always does the shout out for Annie. Of course, of course. Okay. Yes, Singing Frog. And I said I would X out that one so that you get those points back, Lahonk. And next time I'll try and do that. Let's do Singing Frog. And then back to Kalimba probably. Okay. Okay. Come here, little froggo. Let's go. was our singing frog. Boop-a-doop. And I think I have a very important trigger word to read. Cack, 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 cack. Cack. It's me, cack. It's such a cute one. I love it. Anyway, yeah, okay. And that needs to be. There it goes. Okay. Why is this no work? Okay, well, anyway. Alright, there's our cack. And. More kalimba! I'm just gonna do the last song I have. It's the lullaby, because it would bug me just a bit to have done all of the other ones and not this one. Well, technically there's the Ode to Joy, but that's the other bookie, and I don't want to deal with it. But okay, here we go. It's okay, we can go again. We can do better. Mm-mm. There we go. And that's the ones I have. Hi, Rosewire. Welcome in. That's very cute. Unfortunately, we're kind of wrapping up before we read out, but I'm gonna pull out the Ode to Joy. We'll try it. We'll do the other song. I shouldn't ignore it. I should try them all. Anyways, okay. There we go. Mm-mm. Sounding kind of funny. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. Why is it sounding so funny? I don't know why things sound funny right now. Headphones and whatnots, I don't know. That sounds better now. For whatever reason, they were starting to sound weird just a minute ago, but now it sounds better. I think I just was not playing well, but we'll find out as I keep practicing these, you know? Oh, thank you, Lahonk, giving me stretch and posture check. No shrimping indeed. I was about to, but the good news is that I was headed out, so I think it's time for raids. Vet, where are we headed? I think that was very cozy, and I'm glad I went through them, but now it's time. Ooh, okay. And I am copying, and I am copying. Yes. And now we are headed out. We are raiding. Here we go. Alright. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think I was very good just yet. But this is how we get better. And I'm doing pretty good considering. Okay, we've got our messages copied. We've got them ready. Alright. We're going to head over to Eliavolotl. It looks cute. So we're kind of an axolotl, I guess. Is that what's going on? Looks like we're a little axolotl person. That's so cute. Day 55. Jeez, what do you mean day 55? What? Okay. Good night, Vet. Okay. We're gonna start our read. We're gonna drop this message. Prep. And thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody that joined us recently. There we go. I am on again tomorrow. We'll start with a CP reading, and then we'll do another one of these folktale readings. But I'll be back tomorrow. My schedule is up, and I am following that as far as I know. So yeah, thank you everybody. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We're reading, we're going.